360 days since March the 31st, 1995 years and 26 seasons later, and it all comes down to, you speak to every, has always spoken about the influence, the inspiration provided by Valencia.
Have been brought to this sport because of that man. In Grand Prix start 2-3
Rossi stars possibly its biggest ever shining light. This is it, folks. His farewell to MotoGP
around this tremendous circuit, one of the greatest when it comes to the way the fans. 5 podiums, 115 career wins. Wouldn't it be wonderful?
Didn't have a bad career then, did he, by the looks of those statistics? You can see there the grandstands are packed to the raft on that, and you can see them all. It's a standing ovation. We haven't even started yet. They all...
It's hard to imagine it'll go anywhere else. Keep your eyes on this man as well. 7th, Brad Binder's a hard charge.
A special adrenaline rush at this moment just before it's lights out. Valentino Rossi's experience, the 432nd and final time. It's the final farewell. Grazie Valens all around the world for their loyal support for a quarter of a century.
Already teary-eyed. It's been a long journey. It's about to end here. 27 starts. If not, that was the perfect start for Jorge Martin. Like a rocket ship, he leads down into turn 1.
Going into turn number 2 for the very first time. The Martinator, the Terminator off the line. What a launch by Jorge.
Oh, it's Miller in second. A good start from Mir. All wide from Alex Rins. That's not a good start at all. Aggressive early couple of corners from
Playson in the first sector. 10th to 9th. He's under early pressure here from Johan Zarco. No way through though for the Frenchman.
Him and Aleix Espargaro up ahead.
Jorge Martin.
Oh,
somebody's
Binder?
Out well wide. That's Brad Binder. He's got to be careful there. Espargaro sweeping through turn 11 for the first time of asking though. It's Martin from Miller. Joan Mir into turn 12, but let's see the speed differential here now. Mir, he's going to try and attack Miller. Look at the corner speed of the Suzuki. Absolutely swallowed by Pecco Bagnaya's factory Ducati.
Onto the start finish straight we go to complete the opening. Bagnaia as well. Not quite close enough, but Miller will take the lead. Can he hold the line through turn 1?
Turn 2, the door a little bit ajar, and Martin says thank you very much, I'll have the lead back. Mir's corner speed through into turn 4. This is what we expected from the former world champion. Elbows out, fists out, and he's up in a second.
Binder 8th, Rossi in 9th.
Yeah, been a good first lap that by Valentino Rossi. As we mentioned, he gained that. Was that Rins just in a little bit wide going through turn 9? Got to be careful, it's still a little bit dirty offline here in Valencia.
Joan Mir looks really fierce here in second place. We're on board with the 2020 world champion, of course, race winner here.
Awesome drive out of 14 because he's running the risk of getting swallowed by those factory Ducatis. He nailed it perfectly here. That Ducati on this second lap. He was wide at turn 2, lost the lead. I think he's going to lose third place now.
Yeah, that helps here in Valencia and drops back to 4th, and now he's got Rins on top of him, who's going through into turn 2, and Miller.
Early problems with a full fuel tank here, or whether the front tyre's not coming up to temperature just as yet, but yeah, he's been getting... That was one of the top 4 lap times on that previous lap.
Mir's going to have a look here into turn 6, is he? That looked very close. Could see Valentino Rossi, he's keeping track of Binder in 8th. So far, so good for the doctor.
Yeah, Jack Miller started lap down to 5th place. The 2 Suzukis, they threatened this morning. They started 4th and 6th. As we making so strong, he was top in this morning's warm-up session. This was on the cards, this kind of challenge.
Going in that wide sweeping line, he's going to just try and keep in check. We're on board with him now. The new hole shot off behind him, because here comes the Bologna Bullet alongside him. Rins with the fastest lap. Bagnaia up to 6.
We've had so far in this Grand Prix, only a couple of tenths. Beautifully done. Blue on blue. Alex Rins, he's really hard to place for the first time.
Well, we often say it, don't we? You never know what you're going to get with Alex Rins. It seems like he has, then he's got an outstanding chance of victory here today. Quick shout out while we can to Aleix Espargaro as well.
Yesterday looked really strong, setting the best time in FP4. Didn't get the start on the first couple of laps he wanted. Started 9.
Not going the way that the Aussie was expecting it in the early stages then. Jack Miller has been pushed now back all the way to side of your tower. Still in that 10th place. He's not going slightly wide now into turn 2. He's gone wide again though himself, Jack Miller. Struggling to hold the line a bit here.
Catter's ahead of him, Quattararo. Miller was wide through 4. What's going on with the front end?
Mistake on the opening lap. Brad Pitt. Oh, is that Nakagami?
That's
He's
Nakagami.
crashed. I believe. And
far too many mistakes. So now Alex Marquez, the lone warrior for Honda in this 27. Try and pick up some slipstream. Is he going to even attack Martin on the brakes down the hill into this final corner? No, he's losing. I'm afraid that's a sight we've seen far too often in gravel.
For Quattararo and Miller. He might have just finally the 43.
Yeah, I wonder whether Miller's problems were related to the full fuel tank or whether it was just waiting.
Mir just again there slightly wide himself, losing touch momentarily of his teammate Alex Rins.
Yeah, deal with this kind of pressure right from the get-go. He led his first Grand Prix, didn't he, briefly, thinking that he can handle no problem. And of course, he's got great pedigree here. Is it 7?
At the first rider that would have done that before. So, in the background there, fair play to Rossi, by the way. At the lap time is Pecco Bagnaia last time around. Here we come, around turn 13. Is Pecco lining up a move as well? And as we go across the line, we will complete lap 7 with 20 to go.
Yeah, Martin 31.5s. Mir just losing touch, a little bit of contact there. His lap was a 1:31.7 lap. Rossi's got company, and it's a big threat coming from a certain Enea Bastianini.
Holding strong. Rossi did just put in his personal best lap of the race of 31.7.
Yeah, he might have bothered at managing his tyres. He comes on so strong in the second half of races, and people say this, but Enea Bastianini just making light work of some class opposition who qualified ahead of him. We saw him.
It really is. It really is. The rest of the field, though, are going to have to be concerned. Lead here at all. Here he is in second place, and at the moment keeping track of pace. He's not that far away from the tail end of Joan Mir, and just behind him, still Jack Miller.
He hit the run down to the first corner. So Rossi, unfortunately, at the moment, squeezed out of the top 10.
To turn 6, we've seen him make a couple of moves there already in this race.
That's the problem, isn't it, Steve? You can get on to a completely different ball game.
Max Biaggi, of course, keeping check on Aprilia, but